What is going on, everyone? We are back with another review, and this time we are reviewing Armchair Thriller, Season 1, Episodes 11 through 15. This is the third story out of 5 for the first season, and this one is called The Girl Who Walked Quickly. It consisted of, like I said, 4 episodes directed by Brian Farnham, and I'm pretty sure all 5 of these have different directors. Yeah. Written by Ray Jenkins. This is the first one written by somebody that's not the first one. Or that's not John. However, all the others are written by someone different as well. Produced by Thames Production. And the original air date for these were March 28th through April 6th, 1978. Now, with that being said, before we get too far into this, please remember, if you check the link in the description below, you'll be able to find, if you're on YouTube, the link in the description below, you'll find the link to Patreon, where if you want to see everything a full week earlier, you can go there and see everything a full week earlier that we cover. So with that being said, to give you guys, it's actually going to be a super quick review. It's going to be a super quick rundown because not a whole lot happens. They managed to take just not much and drag it out for a very, very long time. So first and foremost, you got your main character who's in the process of being brainwashed to commit treasonous crimes against the government, and then you've got his fiance and his tutor who are trying to look for him. During the looking for him, they're trying to recover any kind of information that they can to find where he might be. They get in contact with his mom. They get in contact. They find out that some lady had called. Then they find out that they find a number that they call and find out it's for people that have phobias because he's got a fear of he's claustrophobic and he's afraid of elevators specifically. So then, on the other side, he's, like I said, he's being brainwashed to a very messed up way. They're like putting him underwater where he can't feel anything. They've got a breathing machine on him so that he can actually breathe, but they've got his eyesight taken out. He can't move, he can't do anything, and it's causing him to kind of go crazy and see things. And they're building up basically to where he'll attack lifts. Is the best way that I could say it. And it's with political agendas in mind. It's a group that's trying to... I don't know what they're trying to do. That's never fully explained, other than, I guess, put the fear in the English government. So they then, as the episodes go on, he completes one bombing. He's about to complete a second one, but everyone realizes that it is a bomb. The only person that ends up dying on that one is the guy that's trying to... the guy from the bomb squad that's trying to stop the bomb. You have this other lady who's like the middle contact, where she's the one that ran into him at the phobia thing. And then like she's trying to help him out as well. After the second attempt, the one that gets foiled and only ends up killing the one bomb guy, the main guy runs off because he's in a panic because he actually got stuck in an elevator for a second. And as he runs off, he eventually finds himself in a place, one of the places where he took a picture that was in the house that they were looking at earlier. He had the lady with the middle lady that I told you about earlier finds him there. The group that originally brainwashed him called it in that he was the one that did it. Well, the lady and him go on the run, and they eventually get to this neighborhood where she runs out of gas. This cop helps them move the car, but then the cop recognizes the guy, something Cooper, whatever his first name was. She points a gun at the cop, puts the cop inside the car, or tells the cop to lay down in the backseat of the car, and then they take off and run. She shoots off the lock of a house. They go inside the house. They barricade the house. Sorry for the yawns, guys. It's almost 1:30 in the morning. And they get into a hostage situation, and then all of a sudden he starts hallucinating. I won't even say hallucinating. He starts kind of rambling and going crazy, just saying a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with what's going on. So, eventually, he gets the gun from her because she sets it down, talks about how tired she is. He grabs the gun, he points it at her, says, going on about what's your name, Liz, or some crap like that, and then he shoots her 2 or 3 times. The girlfriend or fiance ends up going in the house, escorting him out to the cops, which he walks willingly with her, still under a very hazy mental state. And then once they get outside, they arrest him, and that's the end of the episode, and that's the end of the story. So over and above all, I think the story was very well written. I think it's old school. Like, this is, again, 70s. 70s English acting is on point. I love every bit of what everyone does. There are still words that bother me that are used, like lift instead of elevator. But that's, again, I'm American, so obviously that we use the word elevator instead of lift. But acting is on point. The story is really good. If I have one complaint, so I definitely think this is better than A Dog's Ransom, which was the last story. I still don't think this is as good as Rachel in Danger, because this still doesn't really feel like it has an end. We don't know if he ends up going to jail for the things that he did while he was brainwashed, or if he helps out the people that had brainwashed him, if he can even figure out how to help them catch the people that brainwashed him. Obviously, the lady's dead, so can't do anything about that. So whereas Rachel in Danger had both a good and bad ending, because you had the good ending where the little girl ends up being safe and she stops the terrorist people, but then it's a bad ending because you realize that her dad's dead and she's the one that found her dad dead, and it's still tragic. So I still love that ending, but at least it felt complete. A Dog's Ransom and the Dog's Ransom feels complete as well, but not in a satisfactory way, right? Because, like, the cop kills the main guy that you've been following the whole time, and then frames him up for a self-unaliving ceremony, and then just walks off and gets away scot-free. You never find out if he's ever caught or anything. And then this one, like, they arrest him. He was the one that obviously planted the bombs, but he did it while he was brainwashed. But we just don't get anything afterwards. It's like, oh, you're being arrested. Woo. Story over. I also find it strange that 2 of the first 3 episodes are heavily involved with terrorism. I'm curious if it's going to be a constant theme, or maybe it's all going to be connected. I wouldn't think they're all connected. That would be odd. Anyways, so like I said, I really, really liked the story. I think they did a really good job with it. Again, the only thing I don't like about the story is I don't like the way it ended. And like I said, I definitely think it's better than A Dog's Ransom. Not as good as Rachel in Danger. Things are shaping up in terms of, we're going to end up having, we've got 2 more stories that we got to cover. Here's the thing, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Watching these 4 episodes, as rough as is, the 6 episode one was super tough last time, and I'm running out of days in terms of what I've got planned in a row. Excuse me. These last 2 are both 6 episode stories. I may have to split them into 2 sets of 3. As much as I want to cover everything in one sit down, that's still 3 hours of story that I don't know if I can cover all at once. Now, what I will probably do if I go that route, I just won't do a review for the first one, and I'll save the review for after the second episode that's done. I'm gonna try to get the 6 done. My goal is hopefully to do one of the 6 episode ones tomorrow, recording wise. And then what I would like to do is sometime this weekend, if I can have a 3-hour block where I just sit down, not play video games, not worry about kids running around or anything like that. Maybe get the other 6 episode one recorded as well as the review, and then go ahead and get the rankings for the season 1 thing done. Because I don't want to split them up. I want to do the full stories. And again, the only time that I won't be doing full stories the only one I don't want to do it to is American Horror Story. I would rather cover an episode at a time that way. We'll see how I'm feeling. If I get through 3 of them tomorrow or the next time I record, and I feel like I can do the full 3, the other 3, we'll go that route. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, because like I said, it's 1:30 now. I need to be in bed, and I would be watching until 2-ish, and then have to do the recording for the... I don't know. It'd be rough. It'd be really rough, and I got work at 8 o'clock in the morning, so... yeah, again, though, really liked it. So, with that being said, love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Peace.